Alright, so we are about to test out a car mount with the RP. And we're gonna see how that goes. Always make sure that wherever you're going to be putting it at, you gotta have it clean. Just makes life a lot easier. Alright, so as I said, first, after you clean it, you figure out where you're gonna put it. I'm gonna have mine about right there. Just there. See this thing right here? What you do? Just start pumping. And as you start pumping, right, that white line that you see is gonna disappear. Alright, so now that you see that there's no white line, that's how you know that it is securely attached. Alright, so boom, I swapped over to the other camera. Unfortunately for me, I grabbed the wrong set of mics, so I was mic'd up, but none of the audio was going to the camera because I grabbed an A cam for a different B cam receiver. So unfortunately, I'm going to do this all voiced over, but it's not that deep. We're going to keep it pushing. Now, after I got everything set up, I just walked around, hopped in the car. Now, I do not have the lens reflector thing to help get rid of reflections. I might invest into one soon now that I have this car mount, but for right now, this is just what I have to deal with. And right now, I'm going to actually just kind of punch in a little bit closer so that you can see. Right now, I'm just basically just showing how it looks from the inside looking out. And just getting the car started and driving. Now, this camera does not have really good in-body stabilization, but you know, it still does the job. And this is shot on the Canon RP. It's shot with 35mm. I simply just went for a real quick drive around the block, just testing everything out. For those who don't know, the 35 sometimes has a problem with focus breathing, so you'll see that it loses me, then it'll breathe, and it'll find me. But I'm hitting about 25 to 30, so I can recommend this, that you can drive on the road with this, no problem. But do keep in mind, wherever you're driving, people can also see your camera. So, I mean, they can't just run up and rip it off. They have to come and release it a certain way. But depending on what city you're from, some people will take that chance regardless. Making turns. At one point in time, I thought that the camera was moving, but it wasn't really moving at all. It was just me. Now that I'm looking at it, it might just be moving just a little bit. Yeah, so it was moving just a little bit. It was because not the camera mount, but the bar that the camera is attached to the mount. That was not properly tightened, so it was swaying from left to right when I hit the turns. And then really quickly, I'm going to swap over to the side view. Remember, you can put this on your door. I slammed it a couple of times. I drove around with it, but I didn't go too far. And I didn't just use the footage. And that's mainly because I was more afraid of not knowing how far out it goes. It doesn't go out past my mirror, but because this is my first time using it, I didn't want to risk it, and I ended up not pressing record for that part. Final update. To get it off, you have these nubs. You got one there, you got one right there. All you do is you simply pull on it up. Now let's go, and bam. Now it might leave a mark, but it's not like a thing.